Have you ever looked up at the night sky and seen thousands of lights moving together, forming shapes so real they almost look alive? Most of us have seen drone shows with maybe a few hundred drones, flat patterns, company logos, or simple text floating above a city. But what happened in China at the end of 2024 was on another level. It wasn't just a light show, it was a masterpiece written in the sky. That night, over 10,000 drones, to be exact, 10,197, took off together under one command. As they rose into the air, they didn't just make shapes. They created three-dimensional moving images, giant tigers running, dragons circling, and phoenixes soaring above the skyline. It felt less like a performance and more like the sky itself had come alive. This incredible display didn't just stun the audience, it broke 2 Guinness World Records, the most drones controlled by a single computer taking off at the same time, and the most drones in the air simultaneously. Even Elon Musk, the world's richest man, couldn't resist sharing the video online. He called it unbelievable, saying that China's drone technology is simply the best in the world. Coming from someone who builds rockets and electric cars, that's quite a statement. But this raises a big question. How did China get so far ahead in drone technology? And what made this show different from anything the world had ever seen? That's what we're going to explore next. Before drones became artists of the sky, they were simply tools, machines built for work, not wonder. At first, people used them for aerial photography, surveillance, or small delivery experiments. But in China, engineers saw something more. They saw a way to turn drones into helpers that could touch almost every part of daily life. Take agriculture, for example. In the past, spraying pesticides meant hours of back-breaking labor under the hot sun. Farmers would walk field after field, carrying heavy equipment on their backs. But now, a single drone can spray an entire farm in minutes. What once took 10 people half a day, one drone can do before breakfast. Then there's emergency rescue. In natural disasters where roads are blocked or communication is cut off, drones become eyes in the sky. They can search for missing people, deliver medicine, or even drop supplies into dangerous zones. In June 2023, a DJI drone from China flew over Mount Everest, climbing higher than most helicopters, to deliver relief supplies at over 6,000 meters above sea level. That's not just impressive engineering, it's life-saving innovation. And in film and television, drones have replaced expensive helicopters for stunning aerial shots. They can swoop between buildings or skim the ocean at sunrise, capturing scenes that used to cost studios thousands of dollars per second. So, from agriculture to entertainment, drones have become symbols of human creativity. But one field pushed that creativity even further: performance. The idea that technology could dance, draw, and tell stories in the sky sparked a revolution. So where did it all begin? When did drones first become part of art and performance? Let's travel back to the very first time the world looked up and saw drones painting light across the night sky. The idea of using drones for entertainment didn't start in China, it began in Europe. In 2012, in the small Austrian city of Linz, a group of engineers and artists gathered for the Electronic Arts Festival. What they presented that night was unlike anything the world had seen before. A sky filled with dozens of small glowing drones dancing over the Danube River. Over 90,000 people stood along the riverbanks, watching in amazement as light dots moved in perfect harmony. It was the first outdoor drone performance in history, a moment when technology and art collided to create something entirely new. People didn't just see drones, they saw imagination take flight. So, fast forward a few years to 2016, and Intel, the American tech giant, took this idea to the global stage. They developed these shooting star drones, designed specifically for synchronized light shows. These drones flew in perfect formations, creating three-dimensional images and smooth animations up in the sky. Intel broke record after record, and before long, their drones became part of major events. One of their most famous moments came at the 2018 Pyeongchang Winter Olympics. During the opening ceremony, thousands of drones came together to form the shape of a massive snowboarder mid-jump. It was honestly breathtaking. Millions watched from around the world as technology became art on a scale no one had imagined before. That Olympic night, it marked a new chapter for human creativity. But while the West had pioneered the idea, China was quietly preparing something even greater. Chinese engineers and artists were working behind the scenes, studying, improving, and dreaming of something far beyond simple light patterns. Because for China, it wasn't just about breaking records, it was about redefining what the night sky could be. And soon, they would shock the world. When China decided to step into the world of drone performances, it didn't come quietly, it came with a roar. While others were creating simple patterns in the air, China was preparing a show that would totally rewrite the rules. In Shenzhen, a city often called the Silicon Valley of China, engineers gathered to conduct what became an epic experiment. They launched 5,200 self-developed drones into the night sky, forming these breathtaking shapes and animations. It wasn't just about numbers. This performance combined precision, creativity, and scale like never before. The result? 4 Guinness World Records in one night. The most drones flying simultaneously. The largest image created with drones, the longest drone animation performance, and the most consecutive formations by a single group of drones. This performance sent a clear message to the world. China wasn't just following trends, it was leading them. Then came the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics, a turning point in China's journey. During the opening ceremony, 2,022 drones painted the sky with three-dimensional snowflakes, the mascots Bing Duen Duen and Shui Ron Ron, and symbols of unity and peace. These drones didn't just light up, they moved, transformed, and flowed like living art. Each snowflake in the air wasn't flat. It was three-dimensional, rotating gently as if real snow was falling from the heavens. The smoothness of the animations left the audience speechless. It was as if technology itself had learned how to dream. Behind that stunning display were months of tireless work. Engineers combined multi-rotor aircraft design, wireless communication systems, three-dimensional modeling, and LED programming to make every second perfect. For many, this was the first time they realized that drone performances weren't just technical shows. They were works of art powered by science. By the end of 2024, China decided to do something that no country had ever achieved. Not just a performance, but a record-shattering statement to the world. On that night, the skies above China became a living movie screen, powered by 10,197 drones, all controlled by a single computer. As the countdown hit 0, thousands of tiny lights lifted off in perfect unison, like stars being born from the ground. Within seconds, the dark sky transformed into a glowing masterpiece. Audiences gasped as giant three-dimensional shapes emerged. A running tiger, an eagle spreading its wings, a dragon spiraling across the sky, and a phoenix rising in radiant light. Each figure didn't just appear, it moved, rotated, and transformed smoothly, creating the illusion that the night sky itself was alive. The drones painted city skylines, formed national symbols, and even animated scenes of people walking and waving. Every image was precise down to the centimeter, perfectly synchronized. Many in the crowd couldn't believe their eyes. Was it real? Or was it some kind of digital projection? But it was real. Every light was a drone, flying in harmony with thousands of others. The show broke 2 Guinness World Records. The most drones launched simultaneously by a single computer, and the most drones in the air at once. Even Elon Musk couldn't resist reacting. He shared the video on social media, writing, "It's incredible. How did China do it?" His post went viral, with millions of people worldwide replaying the show in disbelief. What made it even more remarkable was how stable and smooth the whole performance was. There were no collisions, no errors, just a flawless ballet of light and precision. That night wasn't just a show, it was a demonstration of China's technical mastery and artistic imagination fused together. But behind all that beauty, there was a question everyone was asking. How did they make it happen? What kind of technology allows thousands of drones to fly together without chaos or crashes? That's what we'll uncover next. To most people watching, it looked like pure magic. Thousands of drones flying together like a single living organism. But behind that magic was a combination of advanced algorithms, precise GPS systems, and real-time communication technology that really pushed the limits of what was thought possible. Each drone in the sky had its own unique flight path, carefully calculated down to milliseconds. Before the show, engineers from EFY Intelligent Technology, the company behind the performance, spent months running simulations. Every movement, every curve, spin, and rotation was tested virtually before a single drone took off. The secret wasn't just in the drones themselves, but in the central control system. A single supercomputer capable of managing over 10,000 drones at once. This computer continuously sent and received information, ensuring each drone stayed perfectly aligned with the others. Even the smallest mistake could cause a chain reaction, leading to crashes, but there were none. To prevent interference, the engineers used a private communication frequency and a custom AI coordination algorithm. This system predicted and adjusted drone movements in real time, even accounting for wind speed, GPS drift, and air pressure changes. Essentially, the drones were not just following orders. They were thinking, adapting, and responding to the environment. Each drone was equipped with GPS modules for exact positioning, LED lights capable of producing over 16 million colors, sensors to avoid collisions, and long-lasting batteries that could stay airborne for the entire 20-minute show. During the performance, the central computer tracked all 10,197 drones like dots on a digital map. If one drone slightly drifted off position, the others automatically adjusted to fill the gap, maintaining the shape as if nothing had happened. This level of precision required not only cutting-edge software, but also incredible teamwork. Hundreds of engineers, designers, programmers, and artists working together. The choreography was created by digital artists who treated the drones like pixels in the sky, painting moving pictures in midair. And that's what made this different from any other light show before. It wasn't just a technological feat, it was a blend of science, art, and imagination. But China didn't stop there. This record-breaking show was more than just entertainment. It carried a powerful message to the world about innovation, unity, and the nation's vision for the future. To most people watching from the ground, it was a breathtaking light show. But to those paying attention, it carried a deeper message. China wasn't just celebrating technology, it was telling a story about national pride, innovation, and the future. The drones didn't just form random patterns. Every shape was symbolic. When they displayed the number 100, it honored the 100th anniversary of the Communist Party of China, a powerful moment marking a century of transformation, from a struggling nation to a global powerhouse. When the drones morphed into a massive image of the Earth surrounded by glowing satellites, it symbolized China's growing role in space exploration and global technology. It was a statement to the world. China is no longer just following trends, it's setting them. And when the drones formed a soaring dragon, it represented strength, unity, and rebirth. Classic symbols in Chinese culture. The dragon, rising into the sky, sent a clear message. China's future is not grounded, it's taking flight.